So Joshua.
Sitdown.
Hey.
Oh.
What do you like wearing underneath your pants?
Underwear?
Oh, really?
Sometimes nothing. Guess is as good as your. No, I never wear nothing. I'm always wearing something.
Welcome back to the Gentleman's Sit Down. We're an untraditional podcast.
Trying to be traditional gentlemen.
Yeah,
Except for the time where I said I wear nothing under my pants.
Well, some might say that's too traditional. Might be so traditional that it's archaic.
Oh, I see. Thanks for bringing it back around.
Yeah.
True bro right there.
Goes all
Okay,
the
we don't have the
way
money
back
for that one.
around. Or, yeah, Justin Timberlake. Anyway, so, yeah. We're talking about boxers versus briefs. And then,
What?
whoa,
Hey.
yeah. I mean, why is this a topic? Well, I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal what you wear underneath your pants when it comes to being a guy and you got something dangling between your legs.
That's what I'm going to say. It's a classic debate. I don't know why, but it is. I mean, my tackling 2 bits, it needs attention, and maybe that's what it's related to. I don't know.
I don't know, but you know what? Who cares? Everybody's got a preference, and people want to wear a specific kind of underwear. That's why we're not going to just talk about boxers and briefs. We're going to talk about other alternatives.
Why did boxers and briefs make the cut? Why is that the debate? Not lingerie or thongs or, Speedos. I wear a combination of. Are we jumping right into it? We're jumping right into
jump right into it, bro?
I wear boxer briefs. Maybe it's a new thing.
Yeah.
If I had to land on one, because I don't like not choosing, if I had to choose one, boxers.
Here's the thing. I wear boxer briefs as well. And this is why. Because I like the snug feeling of a brief, and I hate that boxers are so baggy, but I like the length of boxers. So boxer briefs, bang, bang, boom, perfect
For
balance for me.
For you.
For me. But
I like boxer briefs too for similar reasons. I like, if I'm busy, I'm going about my day, I want to be together. I want everything to be together. I'm not trying to make a unigenitalia like one kind of thing. So I don't need the briefs are too tight. It's like, I don't need that. Listen, there's a reason why they're supposed to hang. Okay? God made that happen for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying, it has to go too low.
No.
But, you try to keep it together because you're about to do serious things in life, right?
Yeah.
You got to get to work. You get to get together business. You got to go to church. You got to go to places.
And you don't
gotta
really
do things.
want
You got to sit down in the car. You want things to be together.
Yeah.
So boxer briefs, that's my flavor.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say flavor when talking about underwear, but it did. Too late.
It's too late.
I don't like edible underwear. Never tried it. Never will. Take it away from me.
I heard that's a thing though. I did hear that.
What? Edible underwear?
Edible underwear. It's a thing.
Tastes like licorice.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. I'm not gonna find out though. Not interested.
I hear it tastes like liquor. I've never tried edible underwear. I don't want to eat that. Anyways, but if you had to choose one, you're saying, would you go brief or would you go boxer?
Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
I don't know.
You have to choose. That's the debate. That's why I don't get it.
Here's why.
Boxer brief. It's all solved. You don't need to debate it. It's all together.
I think ultimately that's why boxer briefs are great. Boxer briefs are the best.
Yeah.
But that's not the debate. I think I would go with briefs. Now here's why. I think I'd go with briefs simply because it keeps
right up your ass.
No. I don't like that part. I like the part where
the reason why I don't. Go ahead. Go finish.
The reason why I picked briefs is because of how it holds the package, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? How it carries the package.
What are you saying?
Oh. Everything's nice and snug versus when you're wearing boxers and they're all baggy. Everything's kind of dangling and bouncing back and forth, and, the legs are not happy with it, and it gets a little, sweaty because of that.
Listen, I'm not going to get into the details, although love is in the details.
Love is in the details.
I'm going to say it usually favors a side. Mm-hmm. No matter how long or well-blessed you are, it favors a side. So once you have jeans over, it's pretty good. And here's the thing. I like to rate the constriction of underwear. That's my terminology. Like, you think about someone grabbing your package. Do you want someone to go like, this is briefs, this is boxer briefs? It's like, and then boxers are like, whatever you want to do, I'm here, but I'm not like doing the thing.
Kind of just covering you. That's it.
What?
Boxers are kind of just covering you. That's it.
But that's like nomads in the desert. They didn't wear underwear, like you said. You go back to historical times. You know where it comes from? The phrase "gird your loins," because any given moment they're going commando. Everything is fine. The Scotsmen, everybody's going to commando. You're gonna go battle, go fight. We got to gird our loins. That means you put the thing around the towel and you put it all together because you got to move and you can't have things slapping your legs. So, got to get the business. You don't want to make it an easy snag target on anything.
Yeah.
What?
You also don't want to make it an easy target.
What are you talking about? An easy target?
People at war,
They're aiming for the loins?
Well, they're aiming at whatever they can, bro.
How big is this target you're talking about? What do you mean? You think a running human would be target enough? You're going to aim for the...
I mean, when you're on a shield wall and you're pressing up against each other, people fall down, they see things, bam, But yeah.
I'm just saying I don't prefer boxers, although in my more leisurely life, I fell in love with boxers wearing like leisure pants because I'm talking about me now.
Yeah. And
I'm talking gently. I wouldn't go running anywhere. I'm more relaxed, more calm. I'm going to the movies in my sweatpants. They look good. They feel good. I'm lying down. Boxers are just fine. I'm not doing anything wild and crazy. Now, if I'm going to see a movie and I get excitable, danger zone. But, hey, that would be true even in boxers or boxer briefs or briefs. Briefs, they ride up your ass. They get stuck on your, I don't know if you're... we're getting into a touchy subject here. Like, I'm not overly hairy, but hair does exist. I don't get Brazilians. They ain't no landing strip. It's just natural, right? Mm-hmm. A brief doesn't determine. It's just like, I'm going to pull this and I'm going to yank this and you run and, oh yeah, I'm going to pull that too. And I'm going to rack this up and I'm going to stuff this here. I don't want any of that going on in my nether regions. Yeah. So I choose boxers because it's like, yeah, man, I'm here. Like, whatever.
Chilling, man.
It's just fabric, keeping you warm, but not too warm.
No, I get what you're saying.
Keeping you together, but not constricting.
But this is what's great about the boxer.
It's like a cool breeze blowing on your junk.
See, I don't like that. I don't like that.
You don't like this?
Stop that. All right. You're going to make the people's ears bleed.
What is that thing? People like that now. It's like...
Yeah, ASMR? No, it's very weird people like that.
Not when it's going on.
Judging.
I don't like ASR in my underpants. But go ahead.
No, I get you. But,
what were you going to say? You don't like the breezy?
Stop blowing the freaking microphone, all right? But, yeah. So, like I said, boxer briefs, I think they're the perfect balance because.
But that's not the debate.
I know, but that's you gotta bring it up. You gotta bring it up. You can't.
We
just
did.
Not. You gotta talk about boxer briefs.
I agree with you.
Because here's the thing about boxer briefs. I wear them all the time, and I could literally do anything, and I always feel comfortable. I feel like a nice snug, but like nothing's gripping too tight. Nothing's trying to choke me out. It's just like, hey, we're here. We're holding you together. and you do your thing. You run around, jump, and well, we got you.
You're preaching to the choir. I love it.
Yeah. And boxers, it's just too much bouncing around, man. It's
too relaxed.
Things happen, and things happen when you wear boxers because they also got those big old slits in the front. You know what I'm talking about?
I never understood the pee hole. No one is peeing through the pee hole.
No
one is going up to the urinal, unbuttoning a button in the flap, and pulling the thing out there.
Yeah.
No guy is doing that. So this obsession with the
peekaboo. The boxer briefs I got, no pee hole. No pee hole.
I have a pair like that. Yeah.
I have a bunch of I bought a bunch of boxer briefs. They're from an athletic brand, but I'm not going to say the brand because no free sponsorships. Anyway, but they got no pee hole in front of it, and I love it. I always buy them, and boom.
Flap.
What flap?
The flap. There's always what do you mean, what flap?
The pee hole, the flap. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The flap?
Boxers,
I don't like the flap.
Boxers got this slit where it's literally, and it's huge, it's a big hole, and accidents happen when you're wearing boxers and you're running around and there's a slit
Happy
right in
accidents.
front. Well, I don't know if it's always happy for the people who have to bear witness, but yeah.
Well, you know. Lots of thoughts. Which one to choose? I don't know.
Yeah. But briefs, I would definitely pick briefs over boxers, even though I hate both and I would hate wearing both. So let's move on then. Let's talk about.
I remember wearing briefs as a kid. The whitey tighties, the tighty whiteys.
Yeah.
Ah.
Those are worse. I remember as a
visuals.
kid. And I remember as a kid wearing tighty whiteys and freaking dealing with the same problems you were talking about, riding up into the butt crack.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of choking you out a bit. And then, you get like random pinching.
There's a reason why you see kids like going,
yeah,
stop playing with this. I'm not playing with this. I'm fixing myself.
Yeah. I mean, full grown men still do that. I mean, I wear boxer briefs now and I still have to do it sometimes.
If you see someone going for a grab down there, you can go, briefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trunks. That's another thing. Trunks.
Trunks. You always got to move it. You always got to keep moving it when you're wearing trunks.
Yeah. What is that? What's that phrase?
You ain't moving it, you're losing it?
No. The delusions of grandeur. Trunks. Right. Please. No. Trunks are those like, I'm like brief, but more annoying because I go down to this part of your leg. So it's like, if briefs are like cupping you like this, the trunk goes like this. Like, what are you doing? You barely get around my butt cheek.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's true.
But okay, what else? We're going down the list?
Let's go.
Why didn't it make the list?
Let's talk about alternatives. Let's talk about alternatives. And we'll talk about these alternatives because they're not popular. And they're not popular because some of them have stigmas around them. Actually, all of them pretty much have stigmas around them. And people just, I feel like maybe people might be a little insecure or maybe not confident enough or maybe just feel weird or awkward to wear these kinds of alternatives, so they avoid them in general.
All right. Are you referring to the thong?
I was referring to the thong, the male thong.
Thong.
Now, here's the thing. I'll be honest. I've never worn.
Thank you, Cisco.
I've never worn a male thong. Never. But I'm not going to lie to you. I have been thinking recently that I want to try it.
You wearing one now?
Nope.
Do a little spin.
I got a
Come
boxer
on,
briefs.
do a spin.
No, I got boxer briefs on.
You can tell right away if someone's wearing a thong. Sometimes. If you get to really look.
But I'm thinking about giving it a shot. Now, here's why. It's mostly because the male thong usually has a nice little banana.
Why are you saying male thong?
Because there's female thongs, which are quite
You mean a thong worn by
thongs.
females? Or is there a different structural architecture going on?
Yes, there's a different... I'm getting there. Okay? The male thong comes with this nice little banana hammock where you could just pocket your nethers. All right? You could pocket it all. And it's nice and comfortable, stays there, and it's kind of like boxer briefs. It holds it there. It's not squeezing, it's not choking it out, kind of just holds it there. And it's nice and comfy. And I want to give it a shot, and it keeps everything in line. Nothing's moving around, really. They kind of, I feel like you could be very athletic in a male thong.
You can. And I'll tell you why. Because I, Satirius, have worn a thong.
I bet.
Many a time. What do you mean you bet? You would actually place a bet? Okay, well, bets are down. Yes. Has Josh worn a thong? You would place a bet on that?
I would place a bet on it because you're an older man. You're not afraid to experiment with things. You're not afraid to you're not insecure. You're very confident in yourself. So you got no worries about trying things and maybe looking like a fool or feeling like a fool and not giving a crap.
True. However, I haven't worn a thong in about
long time.
A long time. Let's just say long time. Long time. No, so I have you want to hear my thong story?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a thong story. So me and a very out loud and proud friend and I were going to a friend's wedding. I am proud, but wasn't always out and loud, if you know what I mean. So we did an inside thing for us. We're at a friend's wedding. We barely know the people, but we were invited to be ushers. We knew the people getting married, but we didn't know anybody else there. And it was one of those destination things. And we're meeting people for the first time. And we wanted to do something crazy, but just crazy for us. Like, it wasn't really crazy like you were making a scene. Although maybe we did make a scene. We agreed that we would usher. So the ushers had to wear, the uniform was like khakis and a white shirt.
Okay.
You know, it's very like sailor-esque. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who got married in this wedding. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is we decided to wear a thong under our khakis. His reason was different from mine. My friend's reason, my friend Chris. Yeah. His reason was because I don't want to show any underwear lines for the pictures. I'm like, important, maybe, but not important to me. I don't care about underwear lines. I just thought it would be this crazy thing. We're like, yeah, you get everything together, everything's together. And then it just was one of those things that made me like wearing a thong empowers you. It's like when people wear a Speedo to the beach, you stand tall and like, me man, I wear a thong. Now I got everything together. and I felt like at this wedding, like nobody knows I'm wearing a thong. Or maybe they do. Maybe I'm totally oblivious to the fact that everybody knows because, I mean, I don't know. You don't see any lines. He was right about that. Yeah. The line comes from like the banana hammock side. So you have to be really looking at the crotch, which is rude at a wedding. So not everybody's looking right there. Mm-hmm. Maybe they are. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it invigorated us with, and you said the operative word being confidence. You put that on. If you haven't had confidence, you do now because you're very much aware of what's going on down there. Mm-hmm. Nothing new is going on. It's just keeping everything together. Mm-hmm. And talk about your ass hanging out totally free without any kind of guardrails. Yeah. Yeah. It was like, but it was very exhilarating. We would bend over on purpose and look at it like, look, no lines. But we were doing that in our heads. We'd be respectful, be like, bride, groom, but in our heads we were smiling. Anyway, so that's my thong. It's very empowering. I'll say this. Yeah. I will say this. I will teach a self-help course. And if there's one thing that you can tell somebody that they're stuffy and they're in business and that they want to feel empowered, I'm like, go to a business meeting, wear a suit and everything, but have a thong on. Thong underneath. You know, and it's going to empower you. Yeah.
I bet. But the only thing, so here's the thing. Here's why I haven't tried wearing a thong. And it's because
ass crack.
Exactly. What goes on.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah, no, what goes on with the ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want something hiked up in my butt crack. You know what I'm saying?
Hand to God, after about 20, 30 seconds, you forget what's going on in you. You just feel like your ass is out there. You don't feel it. It becomes numb.
I'm sure.
All the tension's on the jewels and the bits because it's like.
It's a crazy topic.
It's ridiculous. Why is this such a touchy subject for some people?
I think it's a touchy subject. Like I said, I think people just don't want people knowing what's going on underneath their pants. And it's like,
not me,
which is understandable, you know, it's fine. You want that privacy, you're owed to it, but it's like,
but everybody has that.
Everybody's dealing with the same issues. I feel like if you don't talk about it, it gets weird. And the only reason why it's weird is when people make it weird. If you just talk about it casually, like we are, it's like, it's not weird. It's like, it's a human thing. And
are we casually talking about it?
Well, we're kind of being humorous with it.
Oh, we're going for it. We're going right to the nitty-gritty of
we're kind of going. We're exaggerating a bit.
What about the choice of making no choice? I'm talking about going commando.
Like commando? I'm not gonna lie to you. I commando when I sleep. Sometimes I sleep naked.
Sometimes I only sleep in underwear. So technically, I'm going commando underneath the underwear. I'm not wearing underwear.
I don't know if that counts.
Why not?
You know. Unless you're wearing boxers.
Boxers. I was going to say, I wear boxers. And that's another reason why I wear boxers like at night leisurely because I take the sweats off. I get hot. I run hot at night. So I tend to shred clothing. I'd sleep naked. But the problem is the sheets.
Yeah, the sheets.
You know, and I got to, it's a whole thing. But I wear boxers. And it's like going commando because it's like shorts. It's like wearing shorts. Yeah. But I will wear. I go commando going to bed too. Yeah.
You're supposed to because that's the thing.
You gotta air those things out. You gotta let them breathe.
Like that's what my doctors told me, and it's like, oh, you shouldn't sleep with your underwear on.
But it's also the reason why people wear boxers in waking life because I don't know if you know this, but the male genitalia has to stay at a certain temperature to keep the babies able to make babies. The baby maker is able to be. It's a whole science thing. Excuse you.
This guy over here. Well, you don't like male thorns,
Anyways, So we talked about commando. Let's do one for the girls. Okay, let's do one for the ladies.
I don't think the ladies are that complicated, you know.
Well, I know it's like.
I mean, I don't know
what I
too
say.
much.
What I want to say is like panties.
Yeah.
Why they get a separate name for it? Why is it panties?
It's pantyhose. It's short for pantyhose.
Is that where it comes from?
Yeah.
Are you making this up?
I mean, that's what I was told by my.
Did you just do a soft goog about panties?
No.
Pantyhose.
I don't Google about panties, bro.
Come on.
Don't try to put that on the internet.
Panty porn. Stop it. But the whole thing, like, it's like lacy lingerie. I mean, that's a different category, right?
That's like, separate. That's not what we're talking about. We could talk about that in a different episode, but that's not this episode.
Why was something that got weird for us? Like, we're able to talk about boxers, briefs, and getting weird.
It's not weird. I don't think it's weird. I'm not a woman. But I live with women, and so I can't say much about it. But what I know, since I live with my sister and my mom, I understand that when it's the time of the month, when the cycle happens, panties are kind of the go-to, unless you got a tampon or something. You know what I'm saying?
It got weird now.
That's the only understanding I have of the thing. Other than that, thongs are kind of the thing they go. They embrace the freedom. I think women are a little more confident when it comes to underwear, and they embrace the freedom. They're like,
they get different designs. And they call it delicates. Like, but the whole idea is like, I don't treat my underwear like delicates. It's cotton. It's like serves a function. Yes, I'll wear colors but it's for me. Who's looking at colors down there? Like who? What?
Yeah, I'm not looking.
Oh, look, a little pop of color. Like a little pop of pink or green or something coming. Like I don't really, I
don't think
have neutrals, really darks, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about the differences between. It's like it is a part of the fashion for them.
Really?
The delicates and things. Yeah, you get the little T-bar thing that little pops out from the back.
You talking about whale tailing?
I guess so. I didn't know it was called that, but so repetitiously, I'm talking about whale tailing. Evidently, never heard that before. And you learn something. Whale tailing? I heard of tramp stamping, but that's different.
That's a tattoo.
It's a tattoo. Yeah, whale tailing. Anyways, so I think it's a conscious choice. When I put on my underwear, I do make a conscious choice, but it's usually the function: boxer, brief. Am I going leisurely? Do I wear a boxer? I'm wearing boxer briefs, but then sometimes, okay, I'll give you this. Sometimes I think about the color, but it's the piping in the color of the underwear. I'm thinking, I'm going to wear a shirt that matches that. But nobody knows about it. I don't go, look, matchy. I don't show it off.
Yeah, no.
Am I being weird?
No, that's not weird.
Is that bizarre?
That's not weird because I have different colored underwear too, but I don't think about it like the way you're thinking about it now. I kind of just get underwear and I'm not thinking about the color.
It's usually black, dark blue, reds maybe.
Yeah, like I'm not thinking about the color because no one's going to see it, you know?
Yeah, but it's about a you thing. And I think that's what women have on lock is they make a choice, such a conscious choice about it. And it's something for them and it gives confidence.
Really?
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It could.
You might be right. I don't know. What I've experienced with dating girls is they seem to not care because a lot of the times they're mismatching with the bras and such, you know? So I don't know if they care. I don't know. I'm just telling from my experience. I don't know anything. So ladies, don't run your mouth and start saying this guy doesn't know his shit. I probably don't know Jack, all right? I'm just, we're talking about
Jack.
it. We're having a discussion, all right? You want to come on the podcast? Bring on the podcast. Come on the podcast. Tell us what you think.
Put it in the podcast.
Right?
Drop a note.
Leave it in the comments. Say something. Maybe we'll respond. Maybe we won't.
Ain't touching that one.
But yeah. That's pretty much.
Bizarre. It's breezy.
That's pretty much what we wanted. That's pretty much. Yeah, I don't know.
We did the thongs. What else? Are we missing some underwears?
Oh, we got some Speedos. Let's talk about Speedos. All right. Now
it's more like swimwear.
Yeah, it is. But we got to talk about it.
You do.
Because the Speedo is pretty much
talk about banana hammock.
The swimsuit it's the swimsuit thong, pretty much.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I know Italians and stuff love it, supposed to love it. They go out there. Hey, I've been to a nude beach once.
Okay.
And it takes some gumption, to say the least. It takes balls. No, it takes a confidence.
Ovaries.
It does. You gotta be fearless, and you kind of go out there, and there's a whole moment of, what am I doing? And then there's a moment of, I don't care. And it's the same thing as the thong. You forget that you have it on. You forget that you're doing. It's not about what you're wearing. It's about what you're living. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm at a beach now with friends and I'm free, and I feel like, for a brief moment, you start thinking about, wow, this is what it was like to not worry about clothes, and you do your thing. But then you stop thinking about it. Then it's
Back
like,
when we were the
water's
cave
cold.
people.
Yeah. And every now and again, you catch a glimpse of something you didn't want to catch a glimpse of, but you can't help it. You kind of go numb to it. And I think that's what happens in Speedos. But at first sight, it's like, I'm doing this. I'm like, if someone comes up to me with Speedos, how you doing? Good, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Speedo.
Yeah, it's kind of funny you say that because
Oh, good to see you, man. I'm making only eye contact.
it's funny you say that because it's kind of like at my job we have a locker room for men, all right, and guys are changing and showering, so that happens a lot. We're kind of like, stare at the eyes, you can't look at our junk. So I get what you're saying.
Please. I know.
It's funny, though.
It's a whole thing. It's like when, I don't know. It's Speedos. It's technically, that's
It's a swimsuit
a brand name.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
But how do they get to be a brand name and it's a type of clothing?
Yeah. Well,
We all refer to it as it. It's like basically a thong. It's a thong, right?
Yeah, it's a swimsuit thong, I guess. Speaking about Speedos, though, we know someone who likes to wear them.
Who?
And they wear them confidently. I don't want to blast their name out there, but they wear them confidently and quite consistently.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. And in public.
And he's a legend.
And publicly.
And he's a legend. And
you know who you are.
He knows who he is. And he has no shame. He loves it.
Can we do the nickname?
No. I don't want to do any risks. I don't want to risk anything.
But people who know the nickname know the. Anyways, I get you.
Yeah, I just don't know if he wants people. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he doesn't care.
He doesn't care because he wears them out in public.
He wears it out in public, yeah.
But he even is doing that as a self-referential, comedic.
Like, it's fun.
Look at me, I'm peacocking, literally.
Like, he feels good and he's confident and he's happy about it, and he gets he likes a little laugh out of it.
It's an attention grabber, and it's like, don't force grab my attention with your speed. Now, when it's somebody I love and know and care for that makes me joyful, then it's different. Then it's like, I've seen it already. I don't get out of here. But when you go into some beach for the first time and you meet somebody,
random people,
I'm like, don't force me to look at that or not look at that.
But that's kind of what they're thinking when they do it. When they're just going out, it's definitely a commitment. When you're going out to a public beach and you're the only guy out there with a Speedo on, it's like, this is commitment, man. I'm making all of you look, and I don't care. I'm flaunting what I got.
Through.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you kind of get nervous of, like, listen, at the nude beach, it's different. It's okay. I'm like, it's all out there anyways. It doesn't matter. But if you're at a public beach with families and children's and peoples, aren't you afraid that's going to fall off if you jump into the water? Or no, you're not afraid.
Dude, I mean, honestly, it's
on
gonna
tight.
It's gonna happen either way, right? I mean, I'm
No.
not gonna lie to you. I've had bathing suits, regular boxer bathing suits, and they've slipped off me plenty of times. It's from freaking diving too hard. Like, when you dive and you go into and you hit that water,
That's
and you're
why
still
you
going,
got to do the double check. You tie that knot twice.
Yeah. I swear, I've done the inside knot and I've done the outside knot, and it still went whoop. It's like literally down to my ankles, and I'm gliding into the water, and I'm like, I'm underwater, like blowing.
All of a sudden, you're doing a National Geographic video.
Yeah. The human nature. Look at
the
the
wild
male.
man jumps into the wave. He's looking for a mate
Not in
to
the water.
procreate.
Not in the water.
Why? Because it's too cold.
No. I'm confident.
That's a weird sound.
I'm confident in the cold and in the warm.
Me too. I'm not nervous about it. But
yeah.
so underwear,
But
function over fashion.
Since we're talking
for
about
guys.
Wait, what were you saying? What was your question?
No, I was just saying, I was just landing on a summation, like kind of like function over fashion for guys.
Oh yeah,
typically.
for sure.
But what were you gonna say?
But yeah, I was also thinking, because I've been thinking about wearing regular male thongs. I've also been thinking about experimenting with the Speedos.
Creepy that you call it the male thong. It's
Because,
like the
listen,
male genitalia.
When people think thong,
The
they
male
think
thong.
they think girl underwear. That's just that's society's problem.
Oh, now I
Okay?
think I cracked the code. You're afraid to say thong because you think it's related to female underwear, and that's why you don't want to wear thong.
I'm making
unless you call it the male thong.
No. I'm making it clear that I want a thong that has a banana hammock from my junk than a thong that's my junk's not gonna be covered at all. It's kind of just gonna be plastered on.
I think one would, but see, I don't even go there. When you say you're going to wear a thong, you're going to wear one appropriate for a man to hold the thing.
Banana hammock.
Oh my God. But it's just weird. I've never heard it referred to as the male thong.
I'm just clarifying, making it clear.
You should do it. Confidence booster. Do it.
I was thinking about it. I gotta find
anyone.
it. I gotta find. Of course, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm just gonna wear it.
But you walk around making that face, I'm gonna know. Male thong.
People are gonna see my. I was gonna say people are gonna see my face. They're gonna.
Let me see those underwear lines. I don't see any. Let me see that booty. Do a spin.
But yeah.
Hey, you tell me I'll wear a thong. I'll go with. I'll wear a female thong. I don't care.
I'll wear a female.
Who's your
I'm
daddy?
not wearing a female thong. Don't say that. But yeah, and I thought about the Speedo too, just because. I also thought about Speedo.
I've worn Speedo.
I've thought about Speedo just because the tan lines. It's like I'm tired of having the boxer tan lines. I want something a little more higher now. So I'm thinking about wearing Speedo this summer, probably, maybe, or at least tanning with it.
Women do that. I go tanning to just, it's you get color and you get a little glow during the winter season. It perks me up. And I used to never like doing it. So I've done that. But I know for a fact, as I've been told, that women will go tanning to get those panty lines, to get a line.
Yeah.
Because again, they like the pop of tan line. If it's not a whale tail, it's their, I just learned a new phrase. I'm going to use it 3 times in a sentence. But they will see so you could see the tan line. Like, there's always a reason or a purpose for it. I think it's fascinating. I think it's great.
It's definitely a fashion.
Live your life. Live out loud.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of,
You're not going to tell me when you're wearing a thong?
No, of course not.
Why not? Why does it have to be, of course not?
Because
a simple no will do.
If nobody...
Of course not!
Well, it's just like, why would I tell you and no one else? That's just weird.
Because we're talking about it now, and I'll be on the no, and you'll be like, hey,
no.
I'm doing it.
No, because it's got to be an experiment. I got to experiment with it, and
That's what life is. Yeah.
Nobody's got to know that I'm experimenting with it. I got to, people either notice or they don't.
Now listen, the first couple of times you do it for yourself. You don't tell anybody.
Exactly. Maybe
the third
after
or fourth
a while,
time.
Yeah, maybe if I commit to it, and I'm wearing it all the time,
okay.
I'll just start telling people. But I got to experiment with it, Right now, boxer briefs are my go-to. But in the near future, who knows? Maybe male thongs will be my go-to. You never know. You never know. Basically, we're talking about this subject because people generally are afraid to talk about this subject, especially men. They don't mind talking about boxers
in a locker room.
Briefs or boxer briefs.
Right.
Yeah. But they don't, most of them, at least in my experience with buddies, they don't really like talking about the Speedos or the male thongs or the whatever, So it's like, why not? Why aren't we talking about that?
You sound like an 80-year-old Republican. Now, the male thong is worn by Homo erectus.
Yeah. Listen, I just feel like I have to clarify every time I say thong.
I know, I love it. Do it again.
Because I don't say female thong, I just say thong when I'm talking about a female thong. But when I'm talking about a male thong, I say male thong. I make it known. I'm talking about the one with the banana hammock. The package dealer.
Oh, my God. Okay, you guys got to weigh in. Have you ever heard the term male thong before? Put it in the comments.
They definitely heard it. Come on.
Please. No, they say thong. And if talking to a guy, it's a guy's thong. If talking to a woman, it's a woman's thong.
They say the male thong.
We don't say male underwear.
Yeah, we do.
You say underwear.
Nah, we say the male underwear.
The male underwear.
The male thong. But yeah. No, I think it's good to talk about it because
Yes,
I feel
it's
like
healthy.
I feel like people shouldn't be so weird or unconfident or insecure about talking about or even entertaining the idea of wearing a male thong. All right, I'm just gonna exaggerate it now, but
Oh
because
my
it's like
God.
I just I don't know. You never did it. I never did it, and I want to try it. I want to see
Do
if
it.
I want to. People tell me, girls in particular, because I asked them.
Wait, female girls?
Yeah, female girls. Female girls. They wear the female thongs.
Oh
They- I asked them, why is like thong the go-to for girls? And they're like, it's just comfortable. It's freeing. And I'm like,
Breeze.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And it's like, now, you know what? I should try the male thong. Should try the male thong and see if I like it. Do I like feeling that free? Do I like feeling that expressive? Because girls
We
know
gotta do
they're
a photo
expressive.
shoot when you do it. Come on, you gotta podcast. We're talking about it. You gotta put it up when you do it.
No. No.
Look at him.
I'm doing it though.
Oh,
I'm 100%. I'm committing. You know now that I'm gonna do it one day, but you're not gonna know when.
We're gonna check out your ass if I don't see underwear lines.
People check out my ass anyway. It's
Huh?
fine. I squat
Well,
great.
The fresh maker over here. Fanny Fresh.
Can't say fanny fresh. Can't say that. Can't say that. But yeah, man. So I think we covered it. I think we hit all the
Or
points.
uncovered it.
Or we told our deepest, darkest secrets. We got vulnerable. We showed you. We expressed our nether regions to
So
you.
if the debate is boxer v briefs, we both land on boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. You need to have
The combo action.
The combo action. And we also land on the idea that don't be afraid.
Thongs
Wear
are
thong.
empowering.
Thongs are empowering.
Male thong, female thong, ding dong thong.
Ding dong dongs. Whatever the hell that means. If they got a banana hammock and you have the banana, try it out.
Who you been?
I have been Satirius Lamitius. You can find me on Instagram. Links are in the description at Satirius_Lamitius.
Oh, I'm Joshua Callahan. The Instagram is NYC Mojo Storm.
We together have been the Gentleman's Sit Down. We hope that you have a great week. We'll check you out next week. Peace.
Peace. Male thong.